The vlog is finally back. We'll be heading to China again with a few of my colleagues. Every country they have their own culture. Perhaps would be a good time to showcase it. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so we are at China here today. As you might have seen the video, we arrived midnight, didn't have enough sleep, but for the next few days we'll be conducting some sharings here about our new product in China. I thought it would be a good time to bring back the vlog. It's very different here, and I thought perhaps we could share a bit about our sharing session and the cultures that they practice here. This is a pretty common sight in China. Soft water, foamer, pre-wash, liquid, water coating, air, electricity supply. Isn't that Yogi Bear?
I gotta prove I'm smarter than the average ranger.
This tabletop, so beautiful, right? Oh wait, it's a car! Holy I think this car has been parked here for some time. So something interesting here, since we are parked at the workshop. On closer inspection, these are actually iron dust, ferrous particles, and so once car starts to have dust like this that rusts, your clear coat will fail very quickly because oxidizes. This is the normal condition of most of 99% of the cars here, where white is never white. Lunchtime now, and we are just observing the cars outside. They are mostly dusty. Comparatively, they have thicker dirt as well. Well, 90% of the cars here are dusty like that. I think it's the weather and the climate here. Makan time! So we are still prepping and getting ready for the training. We are scratching up the bonnets, doing some samples. One thing about China that we realized when we asked around is that I'm just walking towards somewhere which is quiet because they are fixing some cars over there. Anyway, I was saying the watermarks here are not as prevalent as our country, Malaysia, but they do have severe dusting issues. So white cars here generally look a bit greyish, but once you rinse it off with just pressure washer, the car is fairly clean compared to our country whereby we have road flames, we have oil stains. You require shampoo and some light agitation to keep it clean. So this is the difference here. The type of pollution are very different. That's why the method of handling the cars here are also different. So we'll have a look at that once we have chance. Currently it's a bit quiet because it's actually evening. So we are here for dinner, but this is the cleaner's car. Look at this clean car, but look at the side car. Oh, dirty, dirty, dirty. But according to them, the air quality here has improved much. This is much better after the lockdown. Wow! Hey guys, good morning. We are still setting up. Peter and Kenny are also helping out today. We'll be witnessing a demonstration later by someone else. We'll be meeting up with a few people here as well, which I don't know yet. But hopefully we can get everything done by today and get a nice rest. Let's go.
就我们正常施工这样去喷，来回的去走，差别不是特别大，但是你会感觉这个颜色更自然一点。第二遍的话，你可以稍微走慢一点。对，就第一遍就相当于我们喷漆里面打底。哦。是
58 rotary on the polishing pad. 58 jeans on DA. So they are still sharing among themselves and exchanging information and skills and techniques and whatnot. But there's an interesting point that they brought up earlier just now, is that even after coating on leather or even coating on any surface in that matter, maintenance is very important, and that is something that they highlighted when they were demonstrating their products. So, correct. And it goes without saying that in Malaysia, a lot of us expect our coating to last 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years according to whatever packages that are sold on the market. The thing is, all these are usually with maintenance, and without maintenance, I do agree that a lot of things will not outlast as intended. Maintenance is required even after coating. So a lot of misconception out in the market is that coating does not require maintenance or less maintenance. Ideally, if you have the same amount of maintenance, weekly wash or once every 2 weeks, your coating will outlast compared to people who wash their car once a month or once every 2 months. We will still be meeting up with a couple of more people throughout the day. Hopefully we still have time to prep for the sharing session. These are mini sharing sessions. They were very eager, things move about very fast here compared to our country. With Russ, you don't sit down and drink tea and talk. You talk a bit before you sip the tea and you start demonstrating. That's how things are being run here. Probably why they don't drink coffee here. Coffee takes a long time to savor. Tea, you can just take a sip or don't take a sip, leave it there, and then you get started on your work. Oxidizations are actually transmittable. Right, so prep works is at 90%. We managed to unpack. There's still some tidying ups to do. Right now, Peter and Kenny are doing some demonstration for one of our businessmen here. Let's have a look. So I believe they're going to try out their comparison of a few products to help him to look for a better solution for his assembly plant. Peter found his new toy, sander machine for spot correction. Peter, is this 3000? 3000 sandpaper. One cool fact that we realized is that in assembly plant, you are not allowed to use any carbon brush-based polisher because of sparks. So this is actually an induction motor. So the test here is mainly to check if how long does it take to remove the 3000 sandpaper. So they have to time it 15 seconds, and that's because in production assembly, every second matters. Wipe it down with IPA to check. So 38, a finishing polish, which is the mildest, not able to remove it as expected. So we'll try 48 plus. This is based on induction because there's no sparks allowed in the assembly plant. Right. So they are saying that our usual is we'll be using either microfiber or wool pad, but in the assembly plant it's not allowed. Again, because of the lint will pollute and then it will affect every production line. No pollution. Zero dust, zero limbs. So we're washing up the pads and trying out with a different compound. They're doing more tests, but something that Peter mentioned earlier that's very interesting. Whenever you're spot polishing, you're not supposed to just hold it in one place. You're supposed to go in circles, because in the middle, it's right here in the middle, there's very little spinning that's going on. So when you do this, you're using the outer diameters to polish it. Day 3 in China will begin around 1 o'clock. Right after lunch, we are expecting around 20 plus dealers, resellers to attend our sharing session. And hopefully my Chinese they'll be able to understand. Sometimes I don't even understand myself in Chinese. Quickly show you what's happening outside. So we clear the areas the best that we can. So it's a one-stop center for car care, including aesthetic, which is what we do, the detailing session, and of course the proper car care whereby you get your oil change, you get your car service. Good morning, Peter and Kenny. So we have not switched on the yellow light, but basically this is full of swirls, and as you can observe here, there are sanding marks that they will have to try it out themselves. The best way to understand the product is always to try it out itself. So they should be able to remove this P2000 sanding marks with our polisher and our pads easily. So these are some of the items that we arrange, that we prepared for them to work with. Rotary, DAs, Peter is preparing the cloths, clean cloths. Are these from Austrian? No. Mr. Heng there is making sure everything is okay. ，This is connected here. These are all the mixtures are mixed here, then drawn, all the wirings here. So that's how they do it. Kenny is sharing some cool tricks.
这个车漆嘛，就是预防走到擦车机它的泥沙太多了，所以说提前先把这个松动这个泥沙给松动掉，然后水冲一遍，然后再喷泡沫，再擦一遍，这是一个就是细节性的一个。
会比较方便还是容易吗？
对对，会比较方便，因为车漆有很多客户会在意，哎，我这么多泥沙，你拿个手刀你这样去给我搓，你要这样搓，这是不是带的都是泥沙，车漆是不是损伤了？所以说第一遍喷点预洗液，然后水箱冲掉，把大的那个沙颗粒第一遍过掉，第二遍然后再用手刀可以擦，可以预防车漆有一个小的损伤。